Okay guys, Synthetic Division here. I wanted to do my first actual review of a product. This is the Gamma 601 from DTV Electronics. Now I've purchased 3 of these. I've tested them all thoroughly. You see the videos on my channel. I wanted to talk about my final verdict of this product. Few things I wanted to cover: packaging, quality of product, heating and cooling options on it, and power brick, and just overall instructions for a new user like me, seeing that this was the first one I've ever bought. That's what I wanted to kind of go over. So, first and foremost, packaging. These guys hit it right on the head, dude. If you're getting this in the mail or you're buying this online, obviously you're protecting your investment, and the better the packaging, the more inclined you feel about it, especially because I believe this company is out of the UK. And so I don't know where, I got this from Amazon, but, you know, that's a huge thing is packaging. So in my mind, they got a 10 out of 10 on packaging. And I'll show you that. So I repackaged my Bitaxe, but so there's the outside shell box, got all the goody information on it. Talks about all this, like the OSMU, and I absolutely love this company. Like, their products are the products that I have purchased. These 3 Bitaxes have been amazing. So we'll crack it open. You get a little registration card to for your 12-month warranty. I recommend you do that. And then the packaging is nice. It's got a foam backing, foam insert, multi plugs for whatever country you live in. Now, let's talk about power supply. In my mind, the power supply is a little bit lackluster. I don't really care for this style of plug. It has worked fine. They haven't had any trouble. It's just not my favorite type of plug-in, but I get why they do it. They're supplying these to multiple different countries that have different types of plugs. So that's okay. I get it. It's pretty thick. It's a little longer than I would like it to be because, the longer the cable, there's more of a chance to get a voltage drop, but it works. No problems there whatsoever. And then you have your multi-plugs for different nations. I don't know the different nations' plugs. Still pretty new to this. So then you get the actual miner itself. Let's throw this aside. I like this design. Like, this is great. To just throw this on your desk and just let it go is fantastic. I have found that if you stand it like that, it actually does a better job at cooling. But this is just all around a really good. It works really good. It's easy to service and maintain. You just pop these little feet out, pull the screws out, and you can clean it and do all you need to. The one nitpick that I've had about this since the day I started using this one, the sticker they put on the side here is frustrating. I actually had to crack it open as soon as I took that sticker off because paper flakes went down inside. So a little bit better of a sticker would have been better, but that's okay. Again, it's just a sticker. It just was an annoying feature. Taking them apart, like I said, was really easy. You've got your reset and boot buttons on this side. You got your Type C and your 5 volt, 5 amp jack. Little display there. Shows the OSMU logo on it. DTV Electronics. And then obviously you got your Bitaxe right here. A few takeaways that I've learned with this particular product, and now I have currently 4 brands of Bitaxes. I like the fan grill, for one. I do have a daughter who's 6 who, gets curious and might pop her finger in the fan. Let's be real, the screens on these they're okay. They're just the little tiny screens that don't hurt, Most of us use Hashwatcher or AxOS to watch our to monitor everything. You can fit heat sinks inside, but on the back side you won't be able to. Other than that, it runs really good. If you watch my videos from previous testing, it sticks right in that 60°C in my room. That's temperature controlled at 68 degrees Celsius, or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, sorry. This hangs out at 60C pretty constant. I actually did do an overclock where I set it to 600, 1200, and it still hung out under 65 degrees Celsius. So in my mind, that's a win. Obviously, you lose thermal headroom if you're going to continue to overclock, but in its current configuration, as a new user like myself, setting this up was wonderful. You know, their little 12-month warranty guide has a deal you can scan to go ahead and set up and figure out how to do everything. It takes you right to their site. It's really good. Yeah, I can't recommend this one enough, guys. Like, this one is a really good product. It gets a 10 out of 10 on packaging for me. Form factor, I'd give this probably an 8. Obviously, if you're into the overclocking and stuff, this box is less to be desired. It comes with a chunky heatsink. A really, really great heatsink. In fact, let's pop this open real quick and I'll show you guys the heatsink. You just take these little feet out. And I've broken down one of these before, but I figure, you know, if we're going to do a full review for these guys, let's show the guts, you know? So we'll just take those off and crack this one open. This one has not been opened yet, so... But they come with a fantastic chunky heatsink, and I think that needs to be shown. It really does, because again, it shows the quality of product you're getting. It comes with a giant chunky heatsink and a giant chunky fan. And they probably they knew too that they were going to need a good cooling solution while it's in this injected molding case. So props to them. Like, again, can't speak highly of these guys. They did such a good job. For a first-time user, I like it. And it's wonderful. Let's get these screws out real fast. Like I said, it's pretty easy to open. 4 screws. Comes right out. Let's see, get it open. A couple more. These screws are fairly long, so just be warned. There we go. So there she is. It does have a raised screen, just so you're aware. That screen is taped on, so you kind of stuck with it. It's a good looking product, and look at that. It's got a chunky heatsink, says Bitaxe on it. It's not the biggest one I've seen. Obviously, the 1-inch thick one is the one you want, but it compensates with that big fan. I have not had any thermal issues with any of these, the modified ones or anything. So that's my review on this product, guys. Take a look at this company. I really like what they stand for. They are definitely a smaller company. I did reach out to them to kind of ask if this is kind of like the only, because I'm new to this. I didn't know that they did a Supra and the other ones, and I'd like to get my hands on the older ones too, because I just love this tech. So if you guys know of any sources that have DTV Electronics older Bitaxes, the Supra and the Ultra, I think, or the Turbo, the smaller ones, the lower gigahash ones, I'd like to get my hands on their products to try them out. But yeah, that's it, guys. Great product. I think so far out of the 4 that I have, 4 brands, I would say that this one is one of my favorites so far. It's simple, it's easy to use, it's easy to set up. It comes in a really good looking case so that you don't really have to worry about it. It's one of those ones that I would feel very confident about setting it and going. And I actually plan on leaving this one in the case. I'm not going to put it on a rack or a stand or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it in the case and run it. But anyways, guys, that's my review of this product. This one gets a double thumbs up from me. This company has been really cool, and you can check them out. You know, Google DTV Electronics, or you can go to dtvelectronics.com to check them out. They do have some socials you can get to from there. But I think that's it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I will be doing reviews of DTV Electronics, Solo Satoshi, some AliExpress ones I got, and Bit Solo Player, another one that I just got. I'll give you a full review as soon as the testing is completed. So, peace out, guys.